Hi, Sabrina Justison from SevenSistersHomeschool.com, and this is step 5 in the writing process, the first pass at this thing. How can it be step 5 and we're taking our first pass at this thing? Well, writing is a progressive process, and it's important that all of those earlier steps have been completed first, so that the first pass at a writing assignment is not overwhelming, so that it's not just a blank piece of paper staring up at you. But by step 5, we are ready for the blank piece of paper. And the first thing that you want to have your student do is take his pen and write the word draft across the top of the page. It's a real confidence builder. It's a constant visual reminder to the student that there will not be a completed, wonderful, tight, fabulous piece of writing on the table when he's finished. This is a draft. It's the first pass at this thing. That's exactly what it's supposed to be, because this is a process. It's also a good reminder to mom or to the teacher that this is a draft. It's the first pass at this thing. Okay, so in articulation, we came up with a wonderful thesis statement. We asked ourselves, okay, so what am I trying to say here? And we boiled it down into one solid sentence. We've got a voice chosen, we've got ideas, we've got support, and now it's time to actually begin writing. I'm going to take a moment here to talk about outlining. Outlining is a very, very popular technique, and it is a wonderful technique. And I think it's absolutely necessary for writing research papers, for writing longer papers. But for a lot of short writing assignments, there's a group of students who find outlining completely intimidating. It shuts off the brain flow. They feel like they lose all of their creative momentum. And I'm going to be a little bit rebellious here and recommend that you can just do without outlining and the world really won't come to an end. There are students who love to outline. They're the same kids who usually remember to close their sock drawer every morning. But for the students who have trouble remembering to even put on socks every morning, outlining can just be a killjoy. So if they want to make an outline, that's great. But if they say, oh no, please don't make me outline this, let them take a stab at a short paper without an outline. Because of the thinking process that they have already engaged in by creating ideas, by choosing a writing voice for their plan, by coming up with support and then choosing the support from that list that will fit best with their goal for this writing assignment, and then boiling all of that down into a thesis statement. That process has already done a lot of what outlining does for a lot of kids. So it's okay to let them try it without an outline. It's also okay because this is the first pass at this thing. Let it ramble. Let it ramble. Later, you may break the pieces apart and put them back together in a very different order, but get the ideas out there on paper underneath that wonderful thesis statement that you worked so hard on in steps 1, 2, 3, and 4. So are you ready? Take the first pass at this thing.